So first, the power of Facebook. This might be a little basic. You might grasp this already, but if not, it's important that you do. If you look at this chart from Compete.com, look what happened in August of 2010. That orange line went higher than the blue line, and that means Facebook suddenly had more visits than Google.com, right? Facebook got more visits than Google. Pretty incredible, because people were saying for a long time, what is going to be the next? What's going to be the next Google? And it turns out it's Facebook. So in September, Facebook got 3.4 million visits, Google got 3 million, Yahoo got 2.4 million. And look at Facebook, it grew by 45% over a year. Google grew by 11%. Yahoo is down 1%. And Yahoo, we know, has been fading for quite a while. Look at the audience size. Facebook, this is yesterday from checkfacebook.com, 573 million people on Facebook. And look at the 10 largest countries. Interesting in there, like Philippines is number 6. Interesting. And the U.S., almost 67% of the U.S. is on Facebook, and 62% of Canadians on Facebook, which I guess 4% of them are ice fishing or something. Let's see. So what about niche sizes? You know, depending on what niche you're in, how big is it? And this comes from the Facebook advertising platform. If you put in an interest, you find out how many people have put that into their profile. So for dating, 139,000 people, shopping, 8.4 million, reading, 6.5 million, let's see, 4.7 million for Twilight, 139,000 weight loss, 2.4 million running, 450,000 real estate, 137,000 people like South Beach, right? And that's not people who are in South Beach. That's a different thing you can target, but those people like South Beach. And 1.1 million like wine or wine tasting. So, you know, Facebook is huge. I think we know that. So what's the big opportunity in Facebook? I believe it's that you can own your audience. And let me explain why I think that. There are 3 ways to market overall. This is all marketing, not just Facebook. In the entire world of marketing, you can divide it all into 3 things: paid, earned, and owned media. So paid is all advertising, including AdWords and media buys, display ads, the yellow pages, whatever you want to talk about that's paid. Earned you get from being cool or interesting or different, and you get press coverage. And owned media are things that you have control over. You can control the distribution anytime you want, like your snail mail list, your email list, a Facebook fan page. And I put even organic search in here because, you know, you could argue that you don't own Facebook or Google, but for the most part, nothing's going to come into the way of once you have those fans, they're yours to post to whenever you want. And once you have SEO rankings like PageRank and great Google rankings, for the most part, you're not going to lose those. They're pretty stable. So the opportunity is, you see at the bottom that arrow, the purple arrow, as you go from paid to owned, your return on investment increases because you're spending less, right? So what's the Facebook opportunity? It is, doggone it, there it is. The Facebook fan opportunity is you pay with Facebook ads to get fans, pay for that fan one time, and then they're part of your fan base, right? You own them. You can contact them as often as you want, although we suggest once a day. Then you can get people who are Facebook fans into your email list, or you can get them to become customers. So then you own them maybe in a different way or at a deeper level. And, you know, I'm not super excited about the concept of calling it ownership, but it's obvious you don't own the people that you're advertising to, right? You're going to have to keep paying over and over and over, and your ROI is not going to go up. So this is an opportunity to own your own fan base, and that's a competitive advantage. So we talked about the power of Facebook. What is the power of incredible Facebook marketing performance? What does that look like? Well, what about 2-cent clicks? Look at this campaign. We got 2,600 clicks for $52. We had a 0.5% click-through rate here, which is one of the reasons. How about this? These fans were less than a cent. 3,037 fans for $9.56. And from that same campaign, look at these click-through rates. 1% on this one ad. We got 3,900 clicks there. 0.5% click-through rate here. 8,500 clicks. Look at the cost per click. 0? 0? So Facebook, I guess they rounded down, but that's pretty cheap. Even a 1 cent or a 3 cent cost per click is, I mean, you're not going to get that on AdWords, and if you do, it's not going to be at that volume. You're not going to get 8,500 clicks that way. What about hundreds of fans per day? This page right here went from 0 to 2,671 likes in 4 days. And that's the one that cost us $58. 10 to 20 times more engagement. We're going to talk about metrics. One of them here is the feedback rate, which you'll see on your posts on your page. Here on a page that had about 2,500 people, we got 2,400 impressions for this post. And we got a 2.84% feedback rate. How do you get that number? 46 people like it, plus 24 comments is 70 responses. Divide that by 2,400 impressions, and you get 2.84%. I'm going to talk about why that's so important later on. So look at these results. Here's a comparison. If you're going after 1,000 fans, I'm saying normal here is what people who are just starting out with Facebook ads are going to get when they don't really understand how to do it and what the techniques are. 30 days to get 1,000 fans for maybe 75 cents a fan, $750. A lot of people would be happy with that, I guess. But we've gotten to the point with our techniques where we can get those fans in 7 days or less for $50 or less. That's achievable. What about page posts? If you have 5,000 fans, it might be normal to get, say, 5 likes, 10 comments on a post, 15 responses overall. Divide that into 5,000 fans. That's a 0.3% feedback rate. You might get 2,000 impressions on that post. But you can get up to 50, a 1% feedback rate or more, 4,000 to 5,000 impressions. That's like double the impressions, right? And many times more the response rate. So if you can do this and your competitors can't, this can mean the difference between whether or not you can actually, I mean, your competitors might not be able to go on Facebook because it's not affordable to them because they don't know how to do it this affordable, right? We're talking about, in some cases, being able to pay like 1/25th as much for fans or clicks and getting 10 times the click-through rate, maybe 20 times the fan response. It makes a huge difference. This is really different from Google AdWords because you, from what I've seen, someone who knows how to do AdWords can improve your campaign performance, but not as much as someone who knows what they're doing with Facebook ads. There's just a much bigger difference. So here's 7 performance metrics you can watch to tell how well you're doing with Facebook marketing. How many fans are you getting per day? What's your cost per fan? What's your cost per click? What's your feedback percentage? How much web traffic are you getting per post? How much web traffic are you getting per fan? And ultimately, what's your revenue per fan? So ask yourself this. Are you getting less than 50 fans a day on your page? Are you not using Facebook ads yet to grow your fan base? Is your cost per click or cost per fan above $1? Are your fans responding at less than 1% feedback rate? So here are some case studies. These are just from the last few months that Barry and I have worked on. Some clients, some of our own projects. if you look at all these niches, vacation rental, a boxing site, pet supplies, an outdoor retailer, automotive, parenting, political, all the cost per fans are between, well, look, 3 fans per penny is the lowest one, all the way up to 25 cents a fan, which is pretty good because when I first started, I was getting fans for $1, $1.50, right? And this happens, look at the scale. We've been able to do this with 4-figure, 5-figure fan growth. There are a couple case studies I didn't leave on here for non-disclosure agreement reasons, and they were 6-figure fan growth deals. And then feedback percentage. The lowest here is 0.5%, and that's because we've been mostly trying to get people to the site with our posts. So you sacrifice a little bit there, and we explain that in the Engagement 201 course. It's part of FanReach. The balance between sales messages or sending them to your site and engagement-oriented posts. So there's 4 stages to Facebook marketing. You build a fan page, you build an audience, engage the audience, and then get more business. And this looks familiar because it's just like ADA, the acronym that covers all marketing, very well-known traditional marketing acronym. Get people's attention, grab their interest, arouse their desire, and then get them to take action. So you can see in the next slide, this is very similar to the Facebook marketing process. Now, how important is engagement on your Facebook page? There's this thing called EdgeRank, which you can read about. Facebook engineers have written about the algorithm that they use to decide what they're going to show you in your Facebook newsfeed. You could be a fan of 50 pages and friends with 500 people, but you're not going to see every post from every page and every post from every friend of yours. They're going to show you the ones that they think that you want to see based on what you've liked and commented on in the past. So what that means is if you have a Facebook page as a business and your feedback rate is low, then maybe as few as 20% of your fans will see your posts. Right? So it doesn't matter at that point if you have 5,000 fans if only 1,000 of them are seeing your posts. You're really missing an opportunity there. But on the other hand, if you can get your feedback score up to 1%, you have a much better chance of being seen by 70% to 100% of your fans. So what if you don't want fans? There are definitely some skeptics out there about that path, that way of doing Facebook marketing. So here are 3 ways that you can use Facebook advertising without getting fans. So 1 is a direct sale, 2 is building your email list, 3 is direct traffic to your site. If you put up an ad like this, where you just direct people to your site, give them maybe a Facebook-only discount, get them to buy now, you can do that. And by the way, if you do have fans, you can also create an ad like this that is only shown to your page fans. The email list building, you're just creating an ad to send people to your squeeze page. If you have a lot of faith in the way that you do email marketing, and you know you get sales out of that, you know what your revenue per email is or per subscriber, then you might want to just create Facebook ads to send people to increase the size of your email list. And the third one, direct traffic. If you just need more traffic to your site and you know that your site converts well, you're not worried about that. You're looking at Google AdWords and you're like, I can't get more traffic, it's too expensive. Well, this is way cheaper than AdWords. As you've seen with some of the cost per clicks, we're talking about 10 cents or below if you're doing the right techniques. So that means it's way more affordable than AdWords. And there's in the Facebook Marketing 101 course, which is free, I talk about the difference between AdWords and Facebook advertising in a little bit more depth. And you can target demographically is one of the cool things. You can't do that with Google AdWords unless you're on the display network, and it doesn't work super well. So, all right. So then, FanReach, let me tell you what that is real quick, and then we'll go into questions. That's our new product. It teaches you how to find your audience, grow your audience, and lead your audience It is 21 videos with 6 hours of training on Facebook pages, Facebook advertising, fan acquisition,